I'm going to be breaking down 5 ways that we were able to save over $30,000 on our wedding. The average cost of a wedding is currently $33,000, and we did not want to spend that much, and we were able to avoid it without compromising our goal of having a beautiful wedding or the things that mattered most to us. The first way we were able to cut over $30,000 on our wedding budget was change the location that we planned to get married. We intended to get married in Chicago, which was always a dream for me. I wanted to have the skyline rooftop view and the city as our backdrop. But when we started contacting venues, we were getting quotes like $12,000 for the venue rental and $150 minimum per person for catering, which would have easily put us well over budget. The average cost of a wedding in Chicago is $56,000, and that's what we were going to end up spending if we had a Chicago wedding, which was way more than we ever intended to spend, especially considering we were paying for our own wedding. We decided to have a wedding in Indiana where the average cost is only $26,000, which is half the amount of having a wedding in Chicago. Changing states saved us so much money. The taxes are way more affordable in Indiana, and we're able to utilize wedding vendors in Indiana and Wisconsin. They were all much more affordable than Chicago vendors as well. That change alone saved us thousands of dollars. And although we didn't have that rooftop that I always envisioned, we still had an absolutely beautiful wedding venue. The second way we were able to save is by selecting an all-inclusive wedding venue. Going with an all-inclusive venue saved us thousands of dollars because everything's in-house, so the overall costs were a lot lower. And we knew up front when we signed our contract how much we were going to be spending on everything from our venue rental, catering, and even extras like our venue coordinator. There was no surprises. The third way we were able to save thousands of dollars on our wedding was deciding to scale back and have an intimate wedding. We initially wanted to have around 130 guests, but we decided to scale back and have 65. That not only saved us money in the venue space size that we needed, but also catering and even little details like how many invitations we needed. The fourth way we were able to save hundreds of dollars was opting for alternative looks and incorporating do-it-yourself projects. I found my dream dress at David's Bridal. The cost that I spent on not only my dress but alterations and all accessories like my veil and shoes was the same amount that I got quoted for just a dress at a bridal salon. We were able to save thousands of dollars just by scaling back and finding alternative looks and incorporating do-it-yourself projects. I spent time shopping around for deals on wedding decor and used places like Canva and Etsy to recreate looks that I fell in love with while wedding planning. The fifth way we were able to save thousands of dollars on our wedding was focus on what was most important to us instead of incorporating everything that you usually find in a wedding. Since we didn't want to go over the budget that we had set, we invested in what mattered most to us, which was photography, videography, and having our dream honeymoon. And we scaled back or cut altogether things that honestly we wouldn't have missed. We waited to invest in other things like having a live singer, photo booth, and even content creator once we knew we can fit it in our budget. Follow for more wedding content and how we were able to save on our wedding.